if I did everything I could to give you the life that you wanted and you still cheated for free.
That means I should be financially abusing you?
No, that means you got to go.
No, I'm really asking.
You got
I
to
just
go.
don't
I'm really asking. Because I'm not saying that that's not a trifling, bold ass thing to do, like the nerve, the audacity. But
it's like
that doesn't equate, that necessarily does, like that shouldn't equate to you thinking that you can
have her under your
use money to get back at me, like financially abuse me because you're her. I'm not agreeing with what she did.
And it starts at the finances.
I don't think that financial abuse
is like finances is generally like one of the top things people like get divorced over.
But I'm
like,
saying the finance, if a man is agreeing to take care of a woman, I feel like in the back of his mind, he has that power.
Right.
So I feel like he's asserting that power throughout the whole relationship. And now that it doesn't go his way,
that's what's abusive about it.
Can't he really say anything when he was holding all the power?
It was his.
But that's where it becomes abusive, because if we have this understanding where you're the breadwinner and I stay at home, whether it be like stay at home mom or like this was just the agreement when we came into this relationship, anytime like something goes wrong in the relationship, right, and you try to dangle that over my head, right? That is what is abusive about the situation, because if we came into this agreement together, right, you agree to this and this is A-okay as long as things are good, right? But then like we have, you know, a bad experience. Now all of a sudden it's like, I'm taking everything away from you.
Well, I mean,
like that means it was transactional and conditional from the very beginning. You weren't doing this out of the goodness of your heart. You weren't doing this because this is really something that you wanted to do with me or for me. You did it because you knew, like you said, at the end of the day, I'm gonna hold them cards in the back of my back pocket, right?
No, you did it because the thing is this: as a man and as a woman, there's things that you come with, right? So if I'm providing these things for you, even if I don't have it right now, and let's say throughout a 5-year relationship, I acquire these things, these are the perks that come with me. You're not going to get to continue to indulge in the perks that come with me after, one, you do me wrong, and two, you leave. These are the perks that came with me. Yeah, did I get them for you? Yes, but they're still going to be here without you. So because they will be here without you, you're not going to enjoy them when you decide to be without me.
I'm not necessarily saying continue to enjoy them, because if that person does something to you and you decide to say, you know what, that's not breaking.
I'm saying like a car. Let's say I bought a car, right? I forgot who's a celebrity. They're going through I don't know if a breakup or a divorce. Is it Drea? And he took the Rolls Royce back. He said that the Rolls Royce was not allowed to be
He's breaking up
filmed.
with her baby
daddy. It was somebody. Isn't it like an athlete who has like children with this person?
I forgot exactly what it is, but she's on the show. So the woman is on the show, and she was using his car that he bought, that's in his name, that is insured in his name, right? That he allowed her to keep up until all this different smear campaign started going back. So then he had the car taken back. And he also sent a cease and desist to someone in Viacom to no longer record or air anything with my vehicle in it. Mm-hmm. Right? So those episodes that she was in, driving that car,
he stopped her back.
They had to stop it.
Gotta be housewife.
If it was a car that he said he bought for her and I gifted this to you, right? Like, or was it his car that he was allowing her to drive?
That's what it sounds like.
That's what it sounds like.
Because that's two different things.
Unless you just made that up.
No, it's on. You could look it up. Every single situation, like most men are not buying, and this is the thing women need to understand. Most men are not buying a car and putting it and keeping it in his name, or keeping the registration or the title in his name and insuring it in his name with intentions of it being unconditionally yours as a woman. If it is in his name, if it is insured in his name.
It's not her car. It's not a car he bought for her.
No,
it is his car that he's allowing her to use.
He bought it for her as long as she's with me. Again, these are the perks that come with the man. Now, if you decide to be without the man, you do not get those perks.
I just want to say, she is absolutely right. Because you can't be giving me a car that is insured and the title is in your name.
It's not my car.
This is your car.
It's your car.
I'm just
that
driving
you want
it.
to you want to be able
as
to.
I'm in a relationship with you, you are letting me drive your car.
No, as long
And
as
I'm not agreeing with the moral part of like her doing. I'm not saying like that's cool. I'm just saying like you said, if you bought this car and your idea is, yeah, I'm gonna let her use it, but it's mine because if she
Exactly, because if
not
she
mine, it's
goes
ours.
anywhere, no,
As long
if
as she don't
goes
leave, it's ours.
But that's stupid.
No, it's not.
But that's manipulative.
No, it's not.
and manipulation is abuse. I think
So
it
when you were
leans
a
more
kid-
towards in the abusive category. Like I said, if like an example of children are involved, right? And like we break up, even if we break up because I'm the one who did something wrong to you, but we share kids, and you know that I need this car to get our children back and forth and to get back and forth to work to earn money because maybe right. Like, and you take that from me, that is abusive because now you're hindering my ability to.
Listen, we're talking about a Rolls Royce here. We're not talking about a Honda Civic. Okay.
What does the make and model of the car have to do with any of this shit?
I'm gonna tell you the only way it'd be abuse. If I bought you these heels.
No, that scenario I just gave you. You don't think you don't think that that's abusive?
No.
Even
If
if it is a Rolls Royce, that's the only car she got.
Do this scenario. 'Cause I
No.
want to hear this.
Yeah, do you? So that scenario, right? Like we break up for whatever reason, we have kids together, right? And it's just like, okay, we're in the thick of it. Like we haven't settled anything. We're figuring out how we're going to move forward, but we're not together, right? But I need this car because I have to take the kids back and forth to school, extracurricular activities. I got to get back and forth to work to keep the roof over my head because you're not with me anymore. You're not, even if you were paying it, you're not paying it anymore. So now I got to do this for myself. So taking that away from somebody because you're upset is manipulative. And manipulation is abuse.
I would say, well, first I would have to ask the question, why do you have to take the kids to school?
I don't.
No,
I'm just. that's just the scenario.
I get it, but what happens is when a woman and a man who has children separate, the first thing a woman does is says that she needs whatever that man has acquired for the kids. Right now, if the man has the means, the availability to do exactly what you're trying to do to tend for the kids, no. You going to your job is on you.
That's if a man wants to do it. Because,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so if you have the means and I don't, then you should be doing it.
I'm going to agree that most men would want to do it nowadays. I know I would do it. Rome, would you do it?
Y'all
Hold on. You gonna take the kids to school, but the kid, y'all not together. Y'all not okay, but y'all live together though.
And
So y'all not living.
Is there only one car? I don't mean to interrupt you. For the relationship, there's only one car. No. There's two cars.
So he has a car. She has a car.
Okay, then.
But you just took away,
right?
You
if
just
you're taking away her car when you already have a car.
So look,
you're taking away from your kids too.
No.
That's my.
My thing is, why do the kids have to be with her?
okay. So there's that. So
why?
Hold on.
But that's the main thing that you need the car because honestly,
But that's
if the
where-
kids don't live with you, I could care less about you. That's what women need to understand. If my kids live with me and I can bring them to and from school and practice, I don't care about how you get to work.
But
I don't care. No. Listen. I don't care about how you get to work. I don't care about the lights on in your house. I have zero attachment to you as long as the kids are with me.
And
so what
that
the woman will
makes
do
you a
is make sure that the
petty
kids.
man.
No, the woman will make sure the kids are with them because as long as the kids are with them, a man will have to tend to them.
Uh-oh.
That is the truth.
Hold on.
That's some women.
Well,
First of all,
That's some women.
That's some women.
That's
but
some
the
women.
men
You
who are
can't say women.
capable of taking care of those kids and doing the due diligence for those children, she knows she will not and she will forbid and make it a hell for him to have those children because she knows he will not tend to her at all.
But that's her. But that's her being abusive to you.
exactly.
But that's what we're talking about. It's not
Exactly.
necessarily.
I'm saying you take the car away from her, right? Now she has no way of taking the kids to school, and you say, "Fuck that! I'm gonna take the kids to school." And in order for me to have to take the kids to school every day, they're coming to stay with me. But she's like, hold on. These are my kids. Now because I cannot take them to school, now they can't live with me.
You're not a fit parent.
And now because you took
You're
that
not a
away
fit
from me.
parent.
So we're going to go to the court
You're
because
not a
you
fit
took
parent.
my car
that goes
away
back
from
into
me.
the whole court thing, right? Because like you said, there are instances like that where it's at the end of the day, like you should be able to do for yourself as an adult. But like you said, you're like, you know what? I'm taking the car. If you don't have the ability to get the kids to school, then I'm going to do it. But what about those instances where we just were talking about where men don't take that step to go to the court to say, you know what? Because, you can vent and complain all as much as you want about how you got more and you might be more stable. But if you're not taking the step to go fight to put yourself in position, then you're gonna lose.
Those men aren't the ones that are doing it. That's why those men don't have those means, and those men typically don't have the life set up. You know what I'm saying? To provide for the kids, they might have to work 70 hours a week. So the first thing a judge is going to say is the kids can't be with you. You don't have time. Now, if we go back, right, this is part of the reason why women, really fought hard to get the rights to work, because back in the day when they got divorced, the kids automatically went to the men. The men had the money. The men were the only ones allowed to work.
When the financial abuse was heavy and rampant because women didn't have the option to go get their own. So
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So now you have women that will work just to alleviate that potential situation, which is cool. So now what I'm saying is we're operating in a space of equality in 2024, right? You have the same right to get a job. No matter if I tell you I don't want you to work, a woman can get up and go work regardless of my decision. You like that, Rome? So, what happens is when she opts not to work, or let's say she does work, but she still does not make enough, what happens is that woman will definitely do her best to make sure she has the kids, especially if this is a stable man, because as long as she has custody and supervision of those children, he must tend and take care of her as well to some capacity. That is the most post-separation abuse
that
that happens in America today.
You're saying that the man has to take care of her.
The women automatically have custodial rights.
No, that's not true. From
initial separation.
That's not true, because when
benefits from a man having to pay child support.
What? No,
but let me.
No.
Let me tell you how. Let me tell you. No. Because when you go to court for custody and child support, it's not just the man that has to give up his financials. The woman has to give up her financials too. So if you're doing good and you think that this is just going to be a money grab because he makes some, no, they have to compare all of those things. It's like, it's not just the man. It's not just the non-custodial parent who has to submit their financials. Both parties have to submit their financials, and that has absolutely nothing to do with, like, the man is not contributing. You're not supporting me. You're supporting these children, right? And so,
yeah, to what extent? Now we're gonna get. That's
it depends on their income.
You're not gonna have to pay her rent because your kids live there now.
Of course not. But what happens is this, right? If a man and a woman breaks up, and they have kids, and she moves out, those kids are going with her. Same day. You understand, Amanda? Same day. That was,
I get it.
Not in most situations. Yeah.
That was the question that you had. Like how did the women are granted the kids the same day?
That wasn't question for me. I know that, but I'm saying you want the kids to stay with you because you got the car and you can take them to school. Because you're saying that I'm an unfit parent now because you took the car away from me.
I took my car. I took my car.
The car that I was using to get our children.
Let me ask you this, right? Like, let me, because I think it's a layer.
Personal.
No, I think it's a layered thing, right? It's not just about material stuff, right? Like, if you know that taking this car away from me is going to send me in a spiral, because if you take this car away from me, and you're saying, you know what, you don't have this car, I got it, I'm taking the kids, and you're taking my kids away from me, you know the mental, like, strain that's gonna have on a woman, right? Like, you know, doing something like that with her children will have. It's the same thing when women use kids as pawn towards men. I'm not saying it's just women towards men or men. It goes both ways. I'm just saying it's the same thing when a woman is using her children as a pawn against the man because he no longer wants to be with him, or she just wants to get revenge on him because she's upset. Yeah, you are being abusive to that man. But in the same respect, right? Like, if you know this particular action is going to put me in a position of being mentally strained.
But you're forcing, see, this is what happens. And now we are still on topic. When we're talking about post-separation abuse.
That's an abusive tactic, though, because you know that's really going to make my mental, like, you know that's going to drive me crazy that I can't do what I normally do in our everyday lives with our kids. Like, you know that's going to affect me.
You got to understand, though, and this is what women that think like that has to understand as well. You're forcing a man to choose you over him.
What are you talking about?
So
What?
listen, hear me out. If I say, you know what, I know it's gonna have a mental strain on her. I know it's gonna put her on a spiral, but you know what? I'll be the sacrificial lamb. I'll let the kids go with her. I'll let her keep everything, and I'm gonna be the one to go into depression. I'm gonna be the one that's gonna deal with not seeing my kids when I wake up. I'm gonna be the one that has to take that sacrifice. So it's not right to say
That's if that person is you. If you know that person is going to be petty,
well,
right? Because not everybody. Like we're just talking about the situation.
Don't care about being with their children every day.
Who said that?
But what I'm saying is, why do we think that the impact isn't the same?
Who I literally just said the impact is the same. When women use children as pawns, they are being mentally abusive to the father.
Is literally men using children as
men
pawns.
using materials that because they know it's going to right, because if you really, regardless of any bad situation you went through that ended the relationship, if you really had any love and respect for this particular person, then you have the ability to be amicable. You know what, right? Like, I'm gonna give you 60 days to get a car, right? And if you don't get that car in 60 days, then yes, I'm gonna take my kids, right?
You get a grace period. I think
if we're co-parenting, right, then the goal is the kids. It's not about me versus you.
I don't think people keep this level. Like, I think people's code of ethics change. Like,
once they're not together.
Yes, the line definitely moves.
Yeah. Your integrity, the respect.
I don't care. Yeah,
all that's out of the door. Like when we're in war. So it sounds good. But
the 60 days actually does sound good because that's
60 days.
No, because
I'm saying that's a scenario.
Giving proof
that means you didn't give a fuck about me to begin with.
I don't give a fuck about you now. It's entirely different. When I gave a fuck about you, you had the car.
But do you give a fuck about your kids? Do you give a fuck about your kids? Because if your kids have a mother who is stressed out, who is drained, who is depressed, and who's going through all of these kids,
so that's my point. The thing is The thing is this, right? Yeah, go. Yeah, and I want. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Mind you, we're talking about infidelity here.
We were not.
That's what,
because this is what's making it go in that direction where you're like, yo, if you cheated on me and I take my car, that's on your ass. That's different.
That's what I was talking about the entire time.
That's
I mean,
different.
if we come to a mutual separation, this war does not happen.
I'm definitely out of sight, out of mind, because I don't want to see shit. Because I know me, and if I see shit, it's gonna be shit.
But that's you emotionally regulating yourself. Me. That's you knowing what your triggers are, and you're like, I know if I see it, it's gonna be some shit. So I'm gonna put myself in a position to make sure I never see it. You're not looking at the page, or you're not looking for it, right? I
ain't gonna lie. You know what? I am part of the post-separation abuser. Because I will go viral.
I'm planning how I'm posting my pregnancy. I'm like, I'm getting pregnant next year. You're gonna be tight.
I will go viral with my new relationship. You don't want to see.
Why would you do that?
But why, right?
Because
you still give a damn.
I'm mad.
I'm very
upset.
petty.
I'm upset.
But you're not though.
So,
I am, but I'm not. But I am.
This is how Americans get. This is American.
So you petty is hell. Is what
depends if I really. So it all. See, my thing is. With me personally, it all depends on how we end. How we end will really be the determining factor of what person you get, what version of me you get afterwards, right? If you cheat on me, if you were dogging me out, I am ready to go to bat, right? And I'm gonna keep on.
You tit for tat. You're not just gonna be like, you know what? Let karma eat your ass out.
This is tat tat tat. It's not tit for tat, nothing. Because you ain't gonna give me how.
So
I'm
you emptying the clip. So
I'm going all out.
That's who you are.
But it's really because.
He literally just said that's
all in. Yeah.
He just said it. Like, did you not just say it?
It's cool. I'm an all in type of person. See, I'm a fixated person.
You sound crazy.
If I'm with you, I'm with you. If I'm against you, I'm against you. Right? And this is everything in life.
But saying I'm a post-separation abuser is not something to be proud of. So I really want you to recant that statement.
No, listen.
No. I'm just.
We're gonna be. Listen.
Yeah, you can't admit
be real. I'm not. First
he
of all,
was joking.
Time out. All four of us on the couch are not gonna sit here and say we never done nothing out of spite after a breakup to try to get our ex mad.
I'm not.
I am the
viral with my
block you, ignore
I'm not
you,
saying I'm at a level 10.
you, and get the fuck up out of Dodge, and you can ask any of them. Okay, if you would have, huh? I don't give a fuck.
Fuck no.
Fuck no.
Thank you, Amanda. See, this is where we here with it. I want smoke.
I don't give a damn because in my experiences, I've been the ones to leave the relationship because of things that have been done to me. So I make the decision to leave. I don't need to go tit for tat with you. I don't need to follow. I don't need to check in on you and see what you got going on. Like, I'm good. Like, I want to remove myself from this person. Like 1,000%. I don't want to talk about you. I don't want to see you. I don't like. I'm good. I complete because that's how I operate.
But wait. Hold on. Wait, Rome.
That goes back to the point of how we ended, though.
That's
that
why
really goes back to the point of how we ended.
Have you ever been the person that did wrong?
No, I've been the one to end my relationships because of things that have been done to me.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's easy to walk away because you did everything right.
No, because even if you do something wrong,
I'm lying. Because if you do me wrong, I'm ready to fight.
If I did wrong, I'd actually be okay with you being happy.
Yeah, I'm with you, Amanda. Thank you. I pound that.
Well, the unpopular opinion though, like, even though somebody does you wrong, that doesn't mean that they deserve to be unhappy in their life, right? Like, you might want to be like, yeah, go to hell, and I mean it. But just because somebody has done me wrong, that doesn't mean that you deserve to live the rest of your life in an unhappy phase. Like, what?
We're not saying that. That's
right?
that's extreme.
That's not. Yeah.
We're just saying right now you need some smoke. You know, and
you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it, right? Because my absence is what's going to make you feel that. Because down the line, you may not even see it in the present, but down the line, you'll see, right? Because when you really lose out on a solid person, like I said, even if you don't see it up front, you're going to see down the line when you deal with other people and you're like, damn, I really fucked up.
Nobody's me.
Right? So that's the punishment right then and there. Why do I need to do anything? Losing me is the punishment.